Hi guys, it is Christmas Eve, first thing in the morning, and I thought I would do my obligatory Oscars video for post-event, obligatory post-event Oscars video. So here we go. I thought a nice way of doing this would be maybe if I went through every scene, because I know not all of you get to go through every scene, so I thought maybe I'll go through every scene and we'll do it like that. I'll cut the video up because otherwise it'll be quite long, and let's face it, you'll get bored of me. Great job done from Thomasin, not just for bringing us wine, but the actual entire event. She did a fantastic job, making sure people knew the health and safety, knew all the rules, and then basically making them skip down the yellow brick road. So here we go. So Thomasin, thank you very much. You were epic, absolutely epic. It's a word we're probably going to hear a lot, but you were brilliant. Come rain, come non-rain, come the wind, come the cold, you just got on, you got into your little red shoes and you just cracked on and did it. So thank you very much. So next, I bring you to John and Amelia. I'm sat in a container on the beds. Don't really know where to start with this one. When Vicky first told me that she was going to bring in John and Amelia, I was like, great, sounds brilliant, yeah, fantastic. She then told me about all the paperwork involved. It didn't seem so great then. But no, we managed to do it. We managed to do all the paperwork, did everything above board, as good companies should. And you guys were amazing. We hear just constant reviews about this scene, constant reviews about Amelia. You guys were great. Just got into your scene, just got it done basically. And again, it's cold. It's cold in the container. So Amelia, who's not there, and John, who would be under the bed, thank you very much for coming and doing the event, and we really hope you'll come back and do some more stuff with us in 2017. Something that always gets overlooked in events like this is the people helping out behind the scenes or kind of in between them, so the stewards. So thank you very much to David for coming along for the 5 nights, for standing out in the cold, for doing the fire alarms for us, and basically making sure people don't get lost, otherwise I'm sure we'd still be looking for some of the people. So yeah, thank you very much, David. So I'm just running up the stairs. Good job. And then we bring ourselves to the wonderful DI Christian Anderson. I haven't actually been able to see much of this scene at all. Vicky I know did get to see a lot of it. Again, Lauren, fantastic job. You were great at being able to speed groups up, slow groups down as we needed to, improving, adding different stuff on the last night when we needed you to, and basically just making sure that everybody kind of really got into it from the word go. Did a great job on the board, like I say, just getting people started and getting them really kind of flowing into the event. You did really good job. And again, it was bloody freezing in here, so well done. Thank you very much. Emma, from when I first saw your rehearsal all the way through to last night, it was again another brilliant performance. What you've done to the room, you've really made it your own, which we love. I absolutely love it when we put actors in spaces and they're just like, fuck it, I'm going to make this my own. And you've really done that. Jade, thank you very much for stepping in and understudying for that one night. Again, brilliant. The review on Scared Track, if you've not seen it, Jade talking about cutting off kids' heads and how satisfying it is. I suggest you give it a listen. And I'll leave you with this. I think this is the first time that I've walked past this room without music and smoke billowing out of it. The smell of stale sex. This was a brilliant scene. If you didn't get to see it, I really apologise. I think out of all the scenes, this one was something different. Everybody talks about it in the reviews. It just kind of really out there. Gary, you and Rachel did an absolutely outstanding job in here. Again, it's not particularly warm. Rachel, I think you put your body on the line in more ways than one, as Lauren can testify to. And yeah, great performance. Can't really fault it. The only thing I would say is, Gary, next time, can you just depress the button on the smoke so we don't have the same issue we did in the first night. But other than that, it was amazing. Good one. Cheers, guys. Without a doubt, I've got to say, the best scene of the entire performance. The beautiful sisters. Sophie has been an absolute blast. Being a sister, being a twin, I guess. Being a sister for the last 5 nights. Probably helped by the copious amounts of tequila, sambuca and sours that we've put away. I'll be honest with you guys, this room was cold as well. We just didn't feel it. But yeah, it's been great being in here. Been lovely being able to sort of interact with different people sort of as they come through. And just, it's really nice when you can be part of an event rather than just kind of behind the scenes organising everything. So guys, everybody was involved. Thank you very much for letting me be part of it. and Sophie, big kudos to us. I feel like Goldilocks deserves a mention. If you didn't see it, Goldilocks is here. The Bears, Pip, Tara, I'll speak more about you in a sec. But thank you very much, Goldilocks, for playing your part. You did good. So that brings the madness downstairs, and literally, I mean madness. Martin, Mouse, you guys, again, like everybody, did such a good job. Your scene was brilliant. Sophie and I always knew when we could send the next group down or get the next group ready to send down, because we could hear the absolute clattering of shouting and screaming and hollering and bawling coming from beneath us. Bear in mind, these are thick floors, thick walls, and we're a floor above. You guys were great. Again, a scene everybody loved, really dark, really intertwined in the story, brilliantly well written. Even the performance was just amazing. I'm really sorry neither of you could be here on the last night. We tried to do it justice in the best as we could. So what we did was we actually trashed the room, completely trashed the room, and we put you a lovely suicide note up here, Martin, and we went with basically that Alice had OD'd. There it is. Alice had OD'd, and you'd committed suicide because you just couldn't live with the loss anymore. You'd gone down the rabbit hole. I'd also, whilst I'm stood here, like to put an extra special mention out for Pip and for Tara, who worked effortlessly, completely, just came in here, probably did 5, maybe 6 days, and really made the entire building what it is. It wouldn't have felt anywhere near as good or as strong if you guys hadn't have come and done that. So thank you so much for coming and dressing this, because although I always say to Vicky about the detail, and we're not there yet, and we're not quite as a company, it is the detail that really makes the difference between good events and amazing events. So thank you so much for coming in and doing that. I really appreciate it. And now if you come back and paint over it, that'd be great. Thanks. The tunnel which nearly survived all the nights. Thank you, tunnel, for doing such a good job and surviving, seeing as you're held up by staples in a wall. That brings me on to our cannibalistic twins. Lauren, and he said Sophie, sorry, Lauren. Lauren and Jack. Jack, I loved hearing in the Scare Track review, you flying around on the scooter and people just pissing themselves with laughter. I wish I'd seen it. So thank you to Delaney for donating her old scooter, for you doing that. But thank you very much, you guys. You did a great job. It went from strength to strength to strength. Your scene started off really, really good. I think by the third night, it was just really, really flowing. And then by the time we got to last night, it was just crazy. And you can see the blood on the walls. So obviously it kicked off. I'm actually going to turn this off for me a second and show you what the room looks like. So if you haven't seen it, here's what the lift looked like. With pictures on the walls. There's some pictures here that Jack's done throughout of, I'm guessing, customers as they've come in. You guys really took it to town in here, and we even had one reviewer go as far to say that they didn't want to leave this scene because they were just enjoying it so much that when they finally, when the time came to finally leave, they were really upset and they wanted to stay and continue to play duck 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 with you. So well done, guys. We'll see the wench. So that brings me to our last, but certainly not our least, in terms of the actual kind of scripted elements of Twisted Fairy Tales. Peter, Siobhan, Michael, Stacey on the one night you did, you guys did brilliant. I don't think we could have asked for a better Snow and a better Jeremy Vile. I'd like to apologise for the last couple of nights for the apple on behalf of my son for eating half of it, but I hope that went okay. Again, you guys just did an amazing job, just taking groups through, playing out the same scene, going through it, really just adding stuff every single time. And I know it's a difficult scene as well because you're obviously balancing when next groups are coming through, and because you're the end, you've got to speed up and slow down and stuff like that. But you guys did an amazing job, and just like everybody, please come back and do more stuff with us in 2017, because as Vicky always says, as I always say, if it wasn't for you guys, you'd just be in an empty building. And who could forget our fantastic maze team, the guys in here in Santa's Winter Wasteland, as it became known. Again, just like everyone else, did a fantastic job. Every single one of you is always given such a tough task of kind of very Scorsese kind of approach of this is kind of what we want from the scene. There's a little bit of script, but just kind of work with it. And we're not always the easiest people to work with, especially in directorial kind of positions. So thank you so much. We had Stacey, Tara, Jack, Jade, all bouncing around in the main part of the maze. Emma, your friend, coming out and helping for a day. That was great. That really helped us as well. Sati, you did a fantastic job bringing people back and forth and stuff like that, and getting them from the Jeremy Vile scene and into here, and making sure everything was done right, and just all the timing. And none of those are easy roles, so we really appreciate that. And we think you guys are great and brilliant scout actors, and we love you. Sandra, what more to say? The reviews, once again, from people that came to Origins and then came to this, going, oh, it's such well placed, from the woman at the beginning through to Mrs. Claus. Oh, it's amazing. Pip, that's all to say, really. Pip, you're great. Everyone loves you. You've helped with all the decoration. You bring the stories to life, and we just would not want to run IME without Pip. As for Father Christmas, Graham, who's a very close personal friend of mine, Graham, who helped build, obviously, the maze, does a great job in Jailhouse Tours, day in, day out, really works tirelessly and very, very hard, considering his age as well, to help us all out and make sure this works. Did a great job as Father Christmas. I think it's fair to say, Graham, you're probably the most disgusting Father Christmas I've ever seen, and you've disturbed and ruined so many people that they're never going to look at it as Santa quite in the same way. And if you could bring the doll back, because that is IME property, that would be fantastic. So here I am on Sea Wing. Let's face it, this is where the party really kind of finished. Last night, not until 2 o'clock in the morning. I'd like to put a big shout out for Ray, who just did a great job getting in behind the bar, just getting it all sorted, running it all, making sure I always had cider, making sure Sophie always had shots, and basically just looking after this area and doing a fantastic job for the customers and stuff. I think it's also right that we thank the rest of the team. Some of our Jailhouse Tours team are obviously in as actors, but we always say, as we said earlier, we always say that it wouldn't be, we always say that it would just be an empty building that people are walking through with our actors, and that's very true. But there is a team that sits behind the event that you guys probably don't see, that just tirelessly work to make everything happen, trying to set the place up, flip it back around so in the morning we can run tours and all that kind of stuff, which you're going to start very shortly. So massive thank yous to my Jailhouse Tours team, to Brenna, who's just joined us, to Zara, who's just come back, obviously Sophie and Lauren, to Ray, to Keith, to Graham. So thank you very much to those guys, and thank you very, very much to Chrissy, who organises all of those guys, which is no easy feat. So thank you very much to all of you guys for making this work and making it happen, and basically building a brilliant company. And I think really the final thank you should go to me. The final thank you should go to that special someone, that person that allows me to spend 100 hours here a week, and really kind of put all my time and effort into building these things. So let's thank my mum. Let's thank Emma for doing that. I'm really looking forward to 2017. We've got some huge plans. Chrissy's got some ideas. Vicky's got some ideas. Even Zara's got some ideas. So we're looking for some massive events in 2017. We're really going to blow the lid off this. We're really looking forward to doing that. Please come back and act with us. Come back and do different stuff with us. And we really hope to see you in 2017. Have a good Christmas. Nice New Year. Drink as much as you can. Cheers. Thank you, everybody. That's been Twisted Fairy Tales for 2016. Shit. I've just remembered as I was walking out the door. I forgot to talk about Tinkerbell. Vicky, oh my God, you're going to kill me. It goes without saying. Vicky wrote Twisted Fairy Tales. The warped sense of craziness and disgustingness and degradation and all that kind of stuff came from Vicky's tiny little mind. Sorry, I don't mean tiny little mind, I mean like your tiny person. So came from, oh God, foot and mouth. Let me just dig my hole. Vicky, you're amazing. I think you're brilliant. From the first day that we met and from the first day you came to work here at Jailhouse Tours, you've just gone from strength to strength, other than the moment because you're ill. And you've just put on a brilliant event. You've written a fantastic event. We're going to write a lot more great events for next year, and I'm going to have to really figure out what I'm going to do when you go back to uni, because I think it's going to be like losing an arm. So we'll have a chat about that and have a think about that. But guys, once again, I promise I've not forgotten anybody this time. It's really bloody hard. Sorry about the length of the video, and I'm waffling now. Thank you very much, and that's the end of Twisted Fairy Tales 2016.